Hey Internet, my name is Sebi and welcome back to Aldrin Space Program Manager. We are currently in version 0.7.12 and this is meaning I have a new update or a new version since my last episode. And in the last episode I started my project to land on the moon as soon as possible, but in the newest version, in this current version I just downloaded, they tweaked the amount of time it takes for mission components to reach their maximum R&D level. And we should now be able to launch missions sooner and start matching the historic timelines in our game sessions. This is really cool, this is really awesome, but on the other hand, it's really bad for my as soon as possible to the moon project, because I can now literally start again my gameplay, because I've already done some missions, and so I'm not anymore in the timeline which is possible right now, and so I have to restart my game. On the other hand, they have also added a first implementation of the campaign mode, which involves achieving a long-term objective, which ends the game if the player fails to meet it, and several short-term ones, which grant deduct prestige depending on whether they get achieved before the given deadline or not. A greater selection of short-term campaign objectives will be included in the next update. So yes, campaign mode is now on the topic, and this is what I want to do today, because as I said, my as soon as possible to the moon project is blown away with this upgraded version. It makes no sense to continue my gameplay from the last episode, and instead I will just experiment a little bit around with the campaign mode. So let me select the campaign mode, and as usual I want to go buzzword, because, well, I try to do my very best to use the hardest amount of gameplay here. So let's start with it. And we get our usual bulletin for the very first time when we start a new game, that we found a new director, and we are this director. Let's see if we find here some indications of our long-term goal. I don't see anything right here. Let me have a look here. New campaign objectives have been added. Please go to the Public Affairs Office in order to review them. Okay, let's go over here and let's have a look. Okay, interesting. They have also added some more information here in the Public Affairs Office. I think we need to do some seasons to see any changes here, because currently I don't see anything, and currently it looks a little bit glitchy right here. I don't really see what is written down here. Okay, current budget per season, and we have 16 seasons left before we will receive our next budget increase, and our current projected budget assignment at the next review will be 2,500. So yes, we are only at the minimum, but I think, oh, we have already 80 prestige. Why we have 80 prestige? This is interesting. Okay, long-term campaign objectives. Deadline, 4th quarter of 1973. Description, achieves the lunar landing goal. Okay. And short-term, deadline, 3rd quarter of 58. Points deducted on failure, 300. Points granted on completion, 400. Achieve the Earth orbiting satellite goal. Okay. And in the same quarter, achieve the hypersonic research at the edge of space level 1 goal. Okay, so it looks pretty similar to what I did in my as soon as possible to the moon project, but I will have also some campaign objectives, and we can still use this campaign mode now to try to land on the moon as soon as possible, as I wanted to do it in the last started session. So let me go back to the space complex, and as usual we want to start with our X-15. We want to open this program, and we need to research it. I hope I have good guys for the crewed spacecraft. Well, not really, but they're alright. And as in my other way, or in my previous attempt to land on the moon as soon as possible, I will also do the Explorer 1, and I will assign here my My other guy, he's not that good in rockets, he's a little bit better in space probes, so he will research the Explorer 1 space probe. And what else do I need? I need... Well, I have 5, I can have 6, so I will hire at least one additional scientist. Let me go back to the space complex. Come on, let me go back to the space complex. Huh, okay. Back. Okay, now I'm back to the space complex. So, what want I do? I want to hire another scientist. Let me hire one, and it should be a good one in crewed spacecraft and human-rated rockets. Hey, this one is maybe a good choice. Crewed spacecraft, crewed. I think I go for Josie Rockefeller. Let's hire her. Okay, well done. Let's go back to the space complex, and we need also to start building our complexes here. I want to build the mission control, I want to build our astronaut center and also our VIB. What about this? The museum it's not implemented, okay. So, we have our buildings in process, we can end the season. And yes, of course, I want to end the season. We are making good progress with our X-15 and also with our Explorer probe. This is good. And what else? Okay, we have opened our programs. We have hired Josie Rockefeller and our usual information about the Public Affairs Office. Before we will continue, I've also reported this problem which I had with the Lunar Lander test and Moon orbit in the Apollo series of my Let's Play series. And as we can't complete the mission because the mission steps were slower than the animations, if you remember this. And this was also fixed according to the changelog. Let me have another look in this changelog. We have also another interesting change that when we put some of our employees into advanced training, they will receive some more moral. So now when we do advanced training with our employees, they won't be unhappy again. They will receive some additional moral, which is really cool. And what else do we have? I already said the thing with the shorter amount of R&D which is needed, and as I also said, the Public Affairs Office has some more useful stats and evolution graphs for funds as prestige points. It's also interesting. And there are also some more tweaks with the moon landing missions and some tweaks with the maximum reliability. This is really cool. But the main changes are that we hopefully be now able to have a better timeline with the historic timeline, and that we have this campaign mode as we are playing currently. And now I should stop talking, and I should hire some of my flight controllers. I can hire 5, so let me hire just 5 flight controllers. Who else? Maybe you. And the last one will be, I think we need some good one for propulsion. So you go in, let's hire them. Okay, so you can train a bit, and our scientist is also in training, so we can only end the season. X-15 making good progress, Explorer 1 making progress. And Josie Rockefeller has finished her basic training, and we have hired some flight controllers. We now can add... I think she was pretty good in crewed spacecraft. Yes, she is. So you can work here on the X-15, and I will assign the other one to the Jupiter booster. Oh, you're pretty bad at this, but well, you have to do this. So we are making some progress, and we can hire our first astronaut. Let me have a look here. Leadership, Benedict, 34, pretty old. Cheryl, 29. Chanel, 35. Oh, they are already pretty old. I think Chanel. I think I go for Chanel. No. I want only Chanel. Let's hire her. And she will go also into some training. So we have done everything. We can just end the season and wait for our components to be researched. This is good. And well, now we have our flight controllers armed. We don't have any missions for them, so we just want to send them into advanced training. You will learn a little bit more about trajectory. You will learn a bit more about crew and payloads. You will learn a bit more about mission operations. You will learn more about crew and payloads as well. And you will learn some about propulsion. Very good. So let's end the season. Okay, X-15 making good progress. Our satellite making good progress as well. So we just can only wait for our astronaut to be finished with her first training session. So our X-15 is already good to go. We just need to wait. Okay, our flight controllers are back, but our astronauts still need some time. So let me do the same thing again. You will learn a bit more about spacecraft systems. You will learn a bit more. I should note them which guy is good for which task. Mission operation. You will learn something about crew and payload again, and I think you were propulsion. Okay, very good. Let's end the season again. And okay, now we have our astronaut. So this is unfortunate because I just sent my flight controllers onto advanced training, so we need to skip again one season. Good. Okay, now they are finished with it. Let's head over and let's have our first spaceplane flight, our very first flight for Chanel. Let's assemble it and proceed. So booster is propulsion, so you go in. Trajectory is a job for you, and this is a job for you, and flight director is your job. Okay, confirm the assignment, and I will use Chanel. Very good, very good. Okay, so I have one flight controller left, and do I find him or her? Laureen, you will go to advanced training. Holy crap. You will go to advanced training and you will learn a bit more about crew and payload. Okay, very good. Let's head back to the space complex and let's launch, or let's end the season, and let's have our first flight with our X-15. And let's launch it, and we want, as usual, follow it from the mission control because the animations are just great. Okay, a successful takeoff. Pre-launch. That's also a success. And let's drop our plane.
Your position is good.
And ascend.
Okay, I know you
A success. Very good, very good. We are making good progress. Now let's descend and land this thing carefully on this dried lake. And Chanel. Well done, Chanel. Very good, Chanel. You did an awesome job. Okay, let's see. Okay, and GSA experimental spaceplane flight test. Well done, well done. And we are happy about this in our mission control. Let's continue with this. We need to launch our next spaceplane flight. Let's schedule this mission again and proceed with it. Now, I like to do in this series to choose my crew manually. so I can add the best guys possible for this, and I won't just to do the auto assign button because I want to get a little bit more used to my employees, and I want to be more close to my employees, and I want to know about more want to know more about them, and I want to know what they are up to and what they are doing, and so I like to care more for my employees. So let's follow it from the mission control. I hope we have a beautiful takeoff here with our X-15, which, yes, it's a success. Now let's prepare for our launch. Okay, and now it's up to Chanel. Chanel, can you do this? Can you fly the thing again? Okay, we have our drop from the launch plane. And let's ascend. Okay, very good, Chanel. Now we are at the peak altitude. Whee! High in space. Okay, we are coming back home. This was fast. And Chanel, have you done a good job? Yes! Awesome, Chanel. Very done. Very good, very good. Very good job, Chanel. You did an awesome job. Okay. Now it's up to you for your third flight with the X-15. And the following short-term campaign objectives have either expired or have been accomplished before the end date. Objective: achieve the hypersonic research at the edge of space level 1 goal. Outcome passed. Prestige points granted 450. Wow, amazing. I'm just getting enough or a high amount of prestige. This is amazing. Okay, and we are happy about our goal, and one of our flight controllers is back from advanced training. This is also nice. Okay, very good. First goal achieved. And now we have here some graphs about our fundings, I think. Okay, our funds are a little bit increasing, and we have reached a little bit more than we started with. This is nice. And our prestige has made a really high jump after we finished our short-term goal. This is amazing. This is really good. This is pretty interesting, but unfortunately I think there are here some numbers I can't see right now because the graphs are over these numbers. But I think this will be fixed in a future update. This is okay. And I only have one short-term campaign objective, okay. And I have long-term campaign objectives. This is really good. So let's head back to the space complex, and I want to schedule my next spaceplane flight, or the last spaceplane flight. Let's schedule this. And I want to have, as usual, my hopefully best guys this time. And Lorraine is still not in the game. That's sad, but Chanel is back in. This is good. Okay, now let's train Darlene. Darlene here. You will... What? No. Lorraine. Lorraine, you will learn a bit more about crew and payloads. Okay, let's head back to the space complex and let's end the season so we can do our last X-15 flight. And I think... Oh, the Jupiter booster needs some minor improvement, and then we are ready to go. This is amazing. Let's follow it from the mission control. And takeoff is a success this time. This is good. Okay, Chanel, it's up to you now because you get dropped from our launch plane. And I hope you can manage to do your... What is this up? I think it's a fast-paced flight, isn't it? Let me see. We have here our 10, and the next thing is... Oh, we are not able. So we failed at this mission. This is sad. Okay, so we need to restart this again. We failed at the ascent part, and we had the high-speed lag. Yes, it's the high-speed mission. Okay, I don't think that we have reached the maximum RD level because we failed in this mission, so I think I can reassign you to the to the components. R&D, of course, I need to reassign you to this space plane. We need to bring it back into shape. I think this will take some time. Chanel, you can go in the meantime to some advanced training and learn a little bit more about leadership. My flight controllers, okay, I will just also add my flight controllers into advanced training again. You will learn a bit more about trajectory. You are still in training, you will learn a little bit more about spacecraft systems. You will learn something about crew and payloads, and you will learn a bit more about what? -1%? So if I send you an advanced training, you will lose some knowledge? Okay, this is strange. You will learn a bit about propulsion. Yes, I can't do anything else. Let me end this current season. I think I will wait a little bit until when I do I need to. Okay, she's back. Short-term goal, 3rd quarter. Okay, I have 1 year left. This is okay. So, Loreen, you will go to advanced training again, and you will learn this time a bit more about crew and payloads again. So let's end the season. Okay, we can start again with our X-15. And my flight controllers. Oh, we can't do this, but we can try another thing. We can maybe launch our satellite, our Explorer 1. Let's try this. Let's schedule our mission. One component is not as good. Which is this? Oh, the booster. Okay, I think we need to wait a little bit. Just wait a little bit. I will remove 3 guys from here and assign them to the Explorer 1, because I'm seeing here that we are already in the year 1958, and so I like to boost a little bit the booster. I like to boost the booster. Yes, this is what I want to do. Let's end the season. Okay, now we are in good shape for our satellite. This is very good. And let's go over and Explorer 1, let's schedule this mission and proceed. So we need 1 for booster, so our propulsion. We need 1 for spacecraft systems and a flight director. Okay, I think it's mission operations. I hope so. Confirm the assignments and no more missions to schedule. So I have you left over. You will learn a little bit more about trajectory. And who else left? You will learn a bit more about crew and payloads. Let's back to Space Complex and end the season. Okay, now let's launch this mission, and hopefully we can finish our short-term goal with the satellite, because I hope that this is not a failure as our 3rd X-15 flight, and we can also achieve our 2nd short-term goal. Yes, short-term goal.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, successful launch, hopefully. And is it a successful launch? Yes, it's a successful launch. Okay, speaking about launches, in the upcoming week, I think probably after you've seen this episode, we will have some launches from SpaceX, because SpaceX has to or will launch a communication satellite on Monday for I think it's Thailand, and they will launch it into geosynchronous orbit or super geosynchronous orbit. This is pretty amazing, and this will happen on Monday. So I think you might have catched the launch already when this episode comes out. And the same time, okay. The following short-term campaign objectives have either expired. Okay. The Earth orbiting satellite goal, outcome passed. Prestige points granted 400. So we have a lot of prestige already. This is amazing. And our astronaut is back and has 3%. Now we can also build lunar probes. This is amazing. Okay, we have only 3 flight controllers. Okay, I think I need to wait another season. So we were successful with this thing, with the Explorers, so I can remove these guys again from the Jupiter booster and bring them over to the space plane, to the X-15. So we can improve it a little bit more. Let's end the season, yes. And okay, now our flight controllers are back, this is good. Because now we can do our next spaceplane flight. We want to do the experimental flight level 2. And let's assemble it again. And this time we have booster. Whoa. Let me remove her. And crew and pay. Oh, Lorene is this time in. And I think mission operations, maybe you. Confirm the assignment, and of course Chanel, confirm the assignment. Well done, well done. Okay, so let's end the season. Oh, we have 1 flight controller left. It's Aldrin. You will learn a bit more about crew and payloads as well. So let's end the season. And now let's hope that we have a successful 3rd flight of our X-15 this time, and that we can accomplish the high-speed leg. So yes, Falcon, we have an upcoming Falcon 9 launch on Monday, and we will, if I remember correctly, have also a Cygnus launch of the Cygnus spacecraft, which is a resupply mission for the International Space Station, and this will happen on Tuesday. So on for today, when this episode comes out, maybe it already has happened for you when you're watching this episode, or maybe it will only happen for you in the next hours. I'm not quite sure about the timetable, but we will have 2 launches in the beginning of next week, and I'm pretty much looking forward. Oh crap, we have a catastrophic mission. We have crashed the spaceplane into ground. Oh crap. Oh, this is bad. I think we lost Chanel. Oh dear. Why had this thing happened to me? It was at 86% reliability, and it's set back to 51%, 30%. Oh crap, this is hard. And I think we lost Chanel, haven't we? Yes, Chanel is dead. Oh dear, this is hard. This is so hard. But we have received some budget increases. New campaign objectives has been added. Okay. We need to find a new Sophie. Or Felipe, it's a bit younger. Relay. I like to have these young guys. I think I go for Felipe. Let's hire him. I hope you have more luck than the poor Chanel. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Chanel. Okay, maybe we have a bit more luck with our Explorer 1 with the extended mission. Let's proceed with this. Okay, propulsion, space crane systems, and we need a mission operator. Maybe you can do this. Let's assign these guys to this, and we have 1 leftover flight controller. It's you. Advanced training. No increase for the crew and payloads, so you will learn a bit more about mission operations. Okay, very good. Huh. This is sad. This is so sad with the X-15. Okay, let's end the season. And let's proceed and let's launch the extended mission. And we want the forward from the mission control. Oh, I have totally forgot to watch what are the next mission steps or the next short-term goals. Oh, this is interesting. I should have a look there.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Okay, we have a successful countdown
1.
and launch. The success as well. Okay, this is still pretty bad. If you remember my first attempt with the as soon as possible to the moon mission, I had also trouble with the flight level 2 or the experimental flight level 2 of the X-15. I had also a catastrophic failure as I lost also my first astronaut, but this time I had two failed attempts of the X-15 in the second flight level, and in both cases I was over 80% reliability, and this is pretty bad. I really like to know why the thing has happened again and where are the problems. So yeah, it's bad, but I think I just can't change it. I have to accept it. Okay, our astronaut is in training and we have an ongoing mission. Let's have a look here at the short-term goals. In the fourth quarter of 1962, we should achieve an orbital flight, okay? And in the same quarter, we need to achieve a lunar flyby. So I think we need to focus on some lunar probes. I think I will leave my my scientists in the current project because they can still improve a little bit the Explorer version or the Explorer spacecraft. And I think, or I hope, we can have a successful X-15 flight in the next episode because we are now at the end of the current episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked my video, please like my video on YouTube. Please become a subscriber of my YouTube channel and also leave me a comment what you're thinking about Buzz Aldrin Space Program Manager, and I hope I see you again in the next episode when we continue with our campaign mode. Until then, my name is Abby. See you!